Before we start today's video, check out our merch shop, linked in the description down below. Use code Ahsoka in all caps to get $7 off your order. May the Force be with you, and enjoy the vid.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
It is at that point of the year to look back on a galaxy far, far and reflect of all of the good Star Wars projects to have been released in 2024. That includes the good, the bad, and the ugly, and kind of everything in between. Kind of recapping what might have been the best Star Wars project released this year in 2024. It's exactly what we're going to be discussing in today's video. We're going to go ahead and hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys with everything that we know and everything furthermore that we might be anticipating in the new year of 2025. Right now, but if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost daily. There is a lot of Star Wars news and stuff going around. It can be a lot to keep track of. It's exactly why we are here, not just to keep you guys updated with everything, but also break it down for you guys and get a better understanding. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. Okay, so in this video, we're taking a quick read from ScreenRant.com as an overall garnering source. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. Star Wars released several new TV shows in 2024, and some of them absolutely rank among Star Wars' best TV shows. 2024 proved to be quite an interesting year for a galaxy far, far away, and even then, sometime in the summer, it felt like it shut down, oddly enough. And although there were a number of new and returning TV shows, Star Wars released no new movies, and no new news about upcoming movies was quite minimal as well, with the exception of the beginning of the year with the surprise announcement in January of the Mandalorian and Grogu movie being a thing and looking to film later on in the year. Well, it's finished its production and looks to be released in 2026. Even more surprising, Star Wars' upcoming TV shows have been quite thin as well looking into the new year. At present, only Andor Season 2 and Ahsoka Season 2 are confirmed. This is quite a difference from 2024, which saw the likes and the releases of Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 3, Star Wars Tales of the Empire, The Acolyte, LEGO Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy, and Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Each of these shows brought something unique to the Star Wars IP, and several of them were truly excellent. So, first things first, Tales of the Empire really surprised audiences and in a best way possible. I can't get enough of the anthology Tales of fill in the blank. A lot of fans are definitely hoping for a Tales of the Jedi Season 2 though, however. Tales of the Jedi and Tales of the Empire came as a genuine surprise this year, as many were expecting a Star Wars Tales of the Jedi Season 2 in its place, but instead we got something a bit different. Tales of the Jedi followed two story arcs, each comprising of 3 episodes each. As one arc was focused on Ahsoka Tano and the other focused on Count Dooku, the assumption was that Tales of the Jedi Season 2 would pick up 2 new Jedi, or characters at the very least, and follow that same structure. Instead, Star Wars announced Tales of the Empire, a show that did maintain the structure of Tales of the Jedi, but instead focused on characters who had joined the Empire, or at the very least contributed towards. The first, Morgan Elsbeth, as seen in The Mandalorian and Ahsoka, and a Night Sister of Dathomir, and the second was, of course, Barriss Offee, a former Jedi who had been thrown into New of the Republic jail after contributing to the potential bombing of the Jedi Temple in Star Wars The Clone Wars animated show. Although it was expected, Tales of the Empire was a thrilling change from Tales of the Jedi. Barriss Offee's arc in particularly was quite exciting because Barriss hadn't seen much since Anakin Skywalker cleared Ahsoka's name and implicated Barriss in Attack of the Temple. Her Tales of the Empire story also saw her become one of the Imperial Inquisitors evidently, and then come to terms with what her involvement into the Empire really had meant. Morgan Elsbeth on the other side, and her arc was also interesting because she has become so much more important in the Star Wars franchise, especially in light of Ahsoka, but seeing much more of her outside of Ahsoka, like in Season 2, probably just isn't going to happen. A much rather low-key LEGO Star Wars release was Rebuild the Galaxy on Disney+, but it's honestly very impressive and has been received quite well amongst the fans. With the having, Darth Jar Jar in there, it really just acted as a what if for Star Wars finally, similar to with what Marvel has had for quite some time. I know it wasn't like a full out kind of what if thing for Star Wars, but it definitely shows that that's an idea that could go on at Lucasfilm, and it also made for some great new LEGO sets just with a new twist on them for a LEGO collector out there as well. As much as it was kind of dreaded and even then hated on, The Acolyte at the end of the day isn't the worst. I've talked to a couple of people that have actually gone back since and have re-watched it. The Acolyte at the end of the day has had some incredible potential for with what a second season would offer. The unfortunate aspect of that is that just doesn't seem to be the case at Lucasfilm. And although there was significant backlash to The Acolyte, this Star Wars show truly was one of the best of 2024. The Acolyte promised to be a brand new type of Star Wars show set during the events of the High Republic era and focused on stories outside of the Skywalker saga. For the most part, the show really honestly did deliver, and I loved its fight sequences. The Acolyte introduced new Jedi Masters, Padawans, new Force users, a new Force cult called the Witches of Brendok, and powerful Force-sensitive sisters Osha and May. The Acolyte really strived in its finale. The show also brought about the very first on-screen appearance of Darth Plagueis the Wise in Star Wars and introduced a new Sith, Quimir, or the Stranger. Sadly, The Acolyte was cancelled, it seems, which means that these character stories and the many ideas from the show may just never have a future in the Star Wars IP. Even if that proves true, though, The Acolyte was an exciting addition to a galaxy far, far away at the end of the day, and didn't deserve all that much of its negativity that it did receive. Even though it felt like it was a lifetime ago, The Bad Batch Season 3 was its final season as well. That was also at the beginning of the year. The second best Star Wars project of 2024 arguably was The Bad Batch Season 3. Season 3 was an emotional roller coaster and conclusion of the beloved show, and had it bring to an end not only to the Bad Batch's story, but also to the overarching Clone Wars story in the franchise. The Bad Batch Season 3 finale managed to do that perfectly, and shockingly even gave the clones a very rare, honestly happy ending to a point. The Bad Batch also drove home the fact that despite everything that transpired in the Star Wars prequel trilogy, the Clone Wars, and Revenge of the Sith, the clones were people, and that deserved to live full lives of happiness as well, free of both the Empire and the Republic. The show's ability to do so fully stick to the landing, in addition to its other positives for it, such as the beloved members of the Bad Batch themselves, make this the second best Star Wars project of all of 2024. And hopefully this story also isn't entirely over yet, as the finale hinted at Omega being seen again and kind of going off and doing her own thing, joining the rebellion, and with what a lot of people want is to have some type of mention at the very least of the Bad Batch in the Mandoverse after the kind of post-Return of the Jedi era. Speaking of that post-Return of the Jedi era, we now have Star Wars Skeleton Crew. And even though it isn't all the way out, Skeleton Crew may only be halfway through, but it has already proven to be probably the best Star Wars show of 2024, and hopefully end into 2025, but that will probably be reserved for Andor Season 2. In addition to the absolute brilliant cast of characters in Skeleton Crew, the show's tone, concepts, and storyline are true to the spirit of the larger Star Wars franchise. The show has introduced a number of new planets, new characters, managed to dip deep into Star Wars Legends lore for characters and plot points, and even, in that sense, Skeleton Crew manages to be both innovative and respectful of all that has come before it, and is quite a notorious challenge in this franchise. And so what's more about Skeleton Crew is, well, that Skeleton Crew has more episodes to come, as I had mentioned. This could mean that Star Wars' best show of 2024 is about to get even better. And while Skeleton Crew may have been the best overall, thus far, though each of these Star Wars projects brought something new and unique in their own way and exciting to a galaxy far, far away, they all have good qualities, and they honestly all have bad qualities in their own specific and special ways that make them stand out. You just have to maybe look for them. Star Wars of 2024 Wrapped was honestly quite thrilling and a great thing to be a part of. I've loved talking about Star Wars here on the channel quite a bit with you guys. Also recently hitting 15,000 subscribers here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for all of the love and support. I cannot wait to see what 2025 and beyond for a galaxy far, far away does bring. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an unofficial Star Wars. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well. I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Also, leave a like on the video, as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Make sure you also check out our merch shop. Use our codes Ahsoka in all caps to get some cash off of your orders. I also have some Amazon affiliate links links in the description down below. So if you're looking to buy something from Amazon, whether it's a gift or something for yourself, check out our available links in the description down below. It helps out the channel at no additional cost of yourself and really means a lot. I'll continue to keep those links updated so they're always changing. So make sure you check them out for what new products we may have available. With whatever way you decide to support the channel, whether it's simply watching today's video or even purchasing a product, it means the absolute world to me. So thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the force be with you as always. Peace out.
Goodbye, old friend. May the force be with you.